All right, well, welcome back. Very good dinner, very good dinner. I'm finishing it off with a little piece of garlic bread, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good that I ate, and I took a little bit different medication with the anti-inflammatory, and so the pain medication plus the anti-inflammatory is the way to go. And so I'm able to feel okay. My pain is subsiding, and I've eaten something, and so I feel balanced now. Before I didn't feel balanced. I think it showed in my video productions, and so the last take was only a couple of minutes ago, and so that's the difference. That even with a stimuli trying to agitate me, didn't have any effect on me. It really didn't. And what I did was I created a discussion about it, and so it's just like sitting in a boardroom. It's like sitting in a think tank and discussing different issues that might be upsetting, that might have some sort of agitation to it. But at the end of the day, it's the cool heads that prevail. It's being able to take the concept and dissect the concept and talk about it and come to a conclusion. And so while I eat the bread, I'll eat it for the camera. I'll clear my palate and perhaps anything that's in my mouth right now while I'm talking. I'm very good. I'm doing all this just to see how I am on camera doing things like eating. And somebody gave a false narrative about me not eating. Like I had a problem. I don't have a problem eating. I'm eating good. And I don't eat things that are going to weigh me down. I don't have red meat. And so that's a very important concept. At least for me it is. To not to have red meat in my diet has changed my chemistry. And so while others say, wow, Steven, you look really thin, you look really drawn out. The thing is, I don't feel drawn out. And I feel that what I'm eating from fruits and nuts and berries and fish and being able to have herbs and good bread, not white flour bread, but malt barley bread. I mean, that's the difference right there. Sourdough bread. This type of bread is better for the body, and so it doesn't hold fat. I don't have a high fat diet, and so I look normal. I really do. And people that might look robust, right, have a couple of extra pounds, they might not be eating properly. Yet they might be feeling good, but they're really not eating properly, and they might be causing other digestive issues to develop. Now, I went to my gastroenterologist, and I had some polyps in my colon, which had to be removed. And so I found that to be very interesting, even without eating a lot of red meat for years, that I still had polyps developing in my colon. Now, could you imagine if I was eating a red meat diet, how much more polyps I might have? I only had a couple, maybe 3, and which were removed. But if I had a red meat diet, how many more polyps would I have? And how much more would I be prone to injury, cancer? And so it's very important to eat healthy and to enjoy the food that one's eating. I went off my diet per se. I had candy. I had Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Reese's Pieces. And so this is a candy that's been enjoyable throughout my lifetime. I've always gravitated towards that candy. There's something about the peanut butter that I really enjoy. And so if we look, I put the wrappers up where I could find them. And people thought this was crazy. If I put wrappers, I don't want to be eating it all the time. I really don't want to be eating it all the time. But I put the wrappers up where I could see them. And so what does it do? It stops me from going out and getting the food. And so it's very important. Where critics might use the microwave transmissions to try to get me to go out and get the candy and cause some sort of imbalance in me, that I stop the critics, and I do that by countering them. Say no, I'm going to post what I just had. It's going to be up there, and it's not going to create some sort of craving for me. Now, if you look up here, what do I have? I've got some Entenmann donut boxes, right? And so there was a period where I was craving the donuts, but once I got the boxes and I kept them in plain eyesight, that I stopped that craving. So there's got to be something psychological to it. I had some ice cream cones I was getting from CVS Pharmacy all the time. And then what I did was I took a couple of boxes and I posted them up on the wall. And then all of a sudden I stopped getting them. And so it's as simple as that. And people, at that time I had police come over my apartment and paramedics, and they sort of boxed there, and perhaps they were thinking something obscene or vulgar, but it wasn't for that intent or purpose at all. That's in their mind, something that might hold them up, that they have issues. So maybe that's why they're in law enforcement or being a paramedic in the first place. Is, you know what, I had a problem like this. Let me go out there and see who else would have a problem with it. And so that's up to them. For me, I don't do that. I don't judge people and saying, oh, you got an empty box up, you must be really perverted. No, I don't. There's got to be some reason for it, and I would ask the reason instead of judging or criticizing. I got microwave transmitters to say, take those boxes off, get rid of that, and because they want me to eat it again, and I don't want to eat it. It's going to cause some health injury. So I stick to my guns, and I'm able to defend myself, and with my proper psychology, that I remain true to myself. And you see in the background right there, what is that? Strawberries and blueberries. And so I get yogurt. Instead of having ice cream, I eat strawberries, blueberries, and yogurt. Low-fat yogurt, to say. And so there is no high-calorie intake. There is no high-fat intake. And so I feel good. And I feel better when I'm eating healthy. And I'm not there complying to police and authority, which I've done all throughout my life. If they say to do something, I would do it. Blind loyalty, go do it. But now that I'm in more control of myself, and I question authority, and sometimes I don't comply to authority, I'm much better off. And also, that if I have microwave transmissions telling me to play a certain song and I don't play it, then they try to penalize me. They say, you didn't listen to us, you didn't play that song, we're going to penalize you. And usually in playing that song would be something that would cause horrible negative consequences. And so I don't play it. And I feel good about myself, but I have to deal with the ramifications of getting attacked with abuse and torture. And so I continue staying strong, and I get injured sometimes, but at the end of the day, at least I got injured for something, and I didn't give in for nothing.